There's an interesting type of irony that takes place when a character in the Old Testament makes a claim thinking they know something about God that gets turned right on its head by the New Testament Jesus. So let's take a look at one of those instances today. Our reference verse is Job chapter 9, verse 32, where Job is complaining and talking about God, and he says of God, "For he is not a man as I am, that I should answer him, that we should come together in judgment." So Job is saying, I can't reckon with God. I can't bring him to trial. I can't have a conversation with him. Well, let's flip over to John 18 and see what happens to Jesus. Starting at 19, the high priest therefore asked Jesus about his disciples and about his teaching. Jesus answered him, "I spoke openly to the world. I always taught in synagogues and in the temple where the Jews always meet. I said nothing in secret. Why do you ask me? Ask those who have heard me what I said to them. Behold, they know the things which I said." When he had said this, one of the officers standing by slapped Jesus with his hand, saying, "Do you answer the high priest like that?" Jesus answered him, "If I have spoken evil, testify of the evil. But if well, why do you beat me?" So we see this crazy flippant perspective. Old Testament Job says, I could never stand before God in trial. And New Testament high priest, Sanhedrin, Pharisee dudes have the gall to slap God himself in the face and spit on him and question him in a trial. So it's just the extent to which Christ allowed himself to be humbled is truly remarkable, especially when you remember he was doing this to save us, to forgive us of our sins. The very people that he was being spat on, he would soon die so that they might have the opportunity to have their sins forgiven so that they could have a relationship with God. And that, for me, is just bonkers.